Hey everybody, welcome back to HMO the podcast with your host Juan and Kevin. This is the last podcast was too long, so I just decided to speed it up for this one. Keep them on their toes.
Hello, friends. Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Episode 22. Yay!
Episode 22. Kevin's age. We've
Let's
gotten to the
go.
point where HMO is illegal.
Wow.
No,
Absolutely.
that was a bad joke that we made 4 weeks ago, but I just wanted to replay it for the one time. Yeah, we're coming off of a bit of like a what's it called, a runner's high, but instead of running, we're just TikTok famous now. Like
Yeah.
that's what is happening.
I woke up today.
As the most hated man in America, I thought I was gonna be I thought HMO, right, was just gonna be Kevin's the good guy and I'm like the super villain. But every single time Kevin has a take that's not even that controversial,
I'm the villain.
he is the villain. He is
Yeah.
vilified and people fucking
I'm a
hate
wanted
him.
man in everywhere, to be honest.
I don't know why.
People that drive on the left side hate me, bro.
I just like it goes back to what we said last podcast. People lack critical thinking skills. Like this is clearly it's clearly banter. Like yes, it's a serious take as in the fact that like Kevin likes Fahrenheit over Celsius, but we're like living it up, not living it up. Like this is real, right? This is a real. I don't want it to sound like we're saying it's fake because it's not fake. Like it's a genuine conversation. But people are over here like, I can't believe they're arguing. Like I'm not arguing.
Yeah, it was
It's
like
the fucking
the American education system has failed us yet again.
And it's so funny. Those types of comments are hilarious. Listen, every single week until we're just big enough where this happens often, we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but like you're on the ride with us, so like we just gotta keep you updated. And like that shit was mad funny. Like I woke up and bro, people have issues. Bro.
People have like you guys
Serious
need to go
issues.
to like a psych ward. Like we need to report your comments to the FBI. To
And they
I
gotta
don't
go to
know.
your house, bro. They need to get a warrant ASAP because like not y'all, because the ones that are watching, you're sane enough to
You're
like
probably-
actually watch through the episodes, sit through the episodes, and actually listen to what's going on. But there's people like I was reading the comments, and
Mind you, there's over 1,000 comments now.
Yeah.
It has at the time of recording, we are like at 180,000 views, over 1,000 comments. We doubled our TikTok followers off of this one fucking video. And it's just funny how the algorithm. I'm gonna let you finish, but like it's crazy because we posted that shit a week ago.
yeah,
We didn't even post that. It wasn't even a TikTok we posted this week. We posted that shit a week ago.
yeah. I don't know what happened. It made its way to Europe. That's basically what
That's
happened.
what the European. I commented that, but then you can't pin comments anymore on TikTok.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's dumb.
And I wanted to pin that one because I put the Europeans found us and I put that emoji,
yeah,
but it doesn't let me pin comments, so I deleted it.
yeah. It's dumb. So I woke up and nobody was on my side in the morning. People that were on my side came later. The wholesome people, the ones that have common sense.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but the people that were arguing for Celsius they need a warrant on them because bro, there was multiple people. It wasn't just an outlier. It was multiple people that were like, I've never wanted to strangle somebody so bad in my life. I wish I had my bat on me so I could hit his face with it. Like, oh my God, I can imagine his face in the concrete. Like, yo,
It's not that deep.
What
Like,
is wrong with y'all, bro?
the Celsius kernels? Like I fuck with Celsius, and I live in America. I use Fahrenheit, of course. But motherfuckers over here like willing to die over Celsius, bro.
Right, like it's not that serious.
Like you gonna die over you gonna kill somebody because they like Fahrenheit more? Like that is insane. Y'all need the grippy socks.
yeah,
They
no
need
cap.
to get you guys with the grippy socks. There is no reason for you guys to be this upset. Like there's no reason.
Y'all are so stressed, bro.
Go to anger management.
Yeah, bro.
Get help.
The reason most of them don't got profile pictures because they're balding, bro. It has to be from how much stress they're
I don't know what it is, but I refuse to believe that there are real people linked to those accounts. And it's like that meme on Twitter that came out one time where it said, oh, I love pancakes, and someone replied like, oh, so you fucking hate waffles?
Yeah, and I was like, that's a whole
That's
other
whole other sentence ideas. Motherfuckers be in there like, oh my God, you guys are fucking stupid. And you know what the worst comment, right? The worst comment that I fucking hate they think every single time someone posts it, and
I
people
know
are
exactly
people are
how-
people are gonna probably say the same thing about like us, where like we think we're funny. Sure, I think I'm funny sometimes, but the comment that motherfuckers make this comment and
every time, bro.
they think they're fucking Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy. Like they think they are the pinnacle of comedy with this comment. And I'm gonna tell you what that comment is right now. Hey bro, we should start a podcast.
Yo,
Bitch, fuck you. Like I want to reply every single time someone posts that. I want to respond like, "This is literally how this conversation started." Hey, bro, I want to start a podcast because every single time something is like remotely blowing up on our shit, right? Because we have some TikToks that have over a couple thousand views, but nothing this big. Every single time, the first comment is like, "Hey, bro, we should start a podcast." Like, first of all, that was a funny clip. Like, objectively, like that's just a funny conversation to have. It's like if we posted a clip saying, "Oh, I really like pepperoni pizza," and I'm like, "Nah, bro, cheese pizza is the way to go." We're not gonna get. We might actually. I actually believe we might get hundreds of thousands of views.
If we do pineapple, no pineapple, bro, that might actually.
Now we're gonna have to fake it for all the motherfuckers. And the motherfuckers in the comments like, "This is a fake." What about that sounds fake to you guys? Like, why can't that be a real conversation? What? Like,
why can't I like Fahrenheit over Celsius?
And I don't understand why. What they listened to this conversation and how this conversation made them believe that it was fake. Like, was it that? You know what that makes me think? We're so goddamn funny and entertaining, and this idea is so riveting and so new.
We practiced this
beforehand. They think we practiced it before. You think I practiced that beforehand?
You saw how spontaneous it was when that happened? I don't even know what the conversation was. It was just about weather, and then out of nowhere, I was like, oh my God.
And listen. I know I'm a content curator. I know you guys understand that I am the greatest to ever make content of all time. I know what's going to go viral. When we filmed that episode, I literally told Kevin, I was like, restart that sentence with "hear me out," and that's going to be our clip, and it's going to go viral. And look what happened. Listen. The conversation was real. Of course, editing and shit helps, but it was a real conversation. A real conversation.
I don't know, man. Like, just laugh or move on.
No, not to piss y'all off. Hear me out. Pineapple on pizza is the only way to eat pizza. If you do not eat pizza with pineapples, you are eating pizza wrong. I don't care if you're Italian. I don't care if you think you make the best pizza in the world. If it does not have pineapples, you need to get the fuck on.
The best and only pizza combination. Wait, fuck up.
No, you need to disagree with me for this to go viral.
That's so good.
Okay, then you say the pepperoni.
Yeah, I would love to be the pepperoni.
Okay, the pineapple. You want to be the villain. You realize you're going to get...
Bro, that's a good combination.
You're going to get vilified.
I don't care.
You're going to get vilified.
People that don't like pineapple on pizza are... You know what? Let me say
Kevin says this, but then he's going to text me like, "Juan, I need a positive episode this week. I need some positive comments."
Because, like, I could play the part all I want. But then afterwards, I'm like, damn, bro, like, they're not a single one on my side.
It's like I told Kevin, I was like, I always tell Kevin not to respond to mean comments. There was mean comments about me during the Argentina one that I didn't respond to. But the second someone says something about my teeth, like the second someone makes a funny, like a fucked up comment about my teeth, we are deleting this podcast. Like, there will be no more podcast. There will be no more.
Hear me out will no longer be a suggestion.
Son, I remember... I was thinking about like topics for the podcast, and I was like, I should say something about electric toothbrushes because I like electric toothbrushes, and I was gonna say like, hear me out. If you don't have an electric toothbrush, you're not brushing your teeth right. But I know that by saying something about teeth and toothbrushes, that I'm inviting a wave of hate towards my teeth. And I don't have the most perfect teeth.
The amount of people that are gonna zoom in on your face.
Oh my God.
Let me see. Let me reach out to every imperfection.
They're gonna look at my gums. They're gonna see like my yellow teeth. They're just gonna make me feel like shit. And that is why I have strayed away from those type of comments. Okay, that's why you will not hear.
That's why you'll never see me do that filter where it was that yellow filter. You're not allowed to go around.
Dude, never. That will be the most humbling experience in my life. And me, I'm like. So this is like oh my God, this is gonna be real serious. But like when you grow up poor, right? And you grow up in like these I didn't grow up in the community, but like in Uruguay, it's like a big thing where people lose their teeth because there's no like oral health or whatever because everyone's too poor. So you grow up in like your household and your mom's like hypersensitive about your teeth. So you grow up super self-conscious about your teeth your whole life, and then you're around, especially in our community, mad Brazilians who care a lot about Brazilians care a lot about their teeth. So you see a bunch of people with like perfect teeth. And you're like, damn, bro, I should really get veneers. Like, that's the one thing, right? That's the one thing in media that has actually rotten my mind. Like, not seeing people make mad money, none of that. Like, not seeing people be rappers and I'm like, I'm gonna be a successful rapper. No. The one thing that has actually ruined my self-image online are veneers. Mm-hmm. I see veneers and I think those are the perfect teeth. I want teeth like that. And that's the one. There's probably more, but that's like the major thing where I have directly seen how the media has affected my own self-worth. because I see people with veneers on TV, and I'm like, bro, I kind of want veneers, bro.
I want to have the perfect smile.
I want that perfect smile. And my that could actually be a good clip. But sorry, I don't mean to ruin the moment. That might be a good clip. But what was I saying? Yes, Kevin has thick skin, and so do I. They were making fun of me, calling me Mickey Mouse and shit for weeks, and I didn't say nothing. But I'm telling you, the second they talk about my teeth,
nah, bro, my shit was shedding today until the afternoon. Cause I was like, yo, it was people going crazy in the comment section for no reason. I was like, bro, I just need one person to like either agree with me or call somebody out, and it finally happened. But the thing is, like, people do it so passively. Fahrenheit enjoyers, we can't be this passive, yo.
The Fahrenheit people are so much nicer than people that are like Celsius people, and I think it's because like all the Celsius people are like the rest of the world, like Europeans probably, and they're just mean. Like,
They're just mad.
Europeans
bro.
are just mad for what? Like,
nah, bro, it was also people like. And then you were catching strays for no reason. Be like,
Wait, what is
bro,
it?
you really thought 15 was hot? 15 Celsius is
oh
not
my
hot?
god, bro! I make one slip up because you said 15 degrees. Someone defended me in the comments, and I was gonna respond to it, so it seemed like they were right. But they were like, he probably thought he said 50, and I was about to respond to save my. Well, you're just getting shit on. I was gonna respond secretly.
You were gonna
like,
leave me in the dust. I cannot believe this,
bro,
bro.
I was getting ready to respond like, oh yeah, I thought he said 50.
But you should have been like, bro, it sounded like 50, right?
That's the one that was my saving grace. Someone was like, oh no, he probably thought he said 50.
You got an out, bro. They gave you an out.
They gave me an out. So yeah, I was catching strays too about that shit. Like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Like, that was a genuine mistake. I'm sorry.
I was ready to be like, see, even the Celsius people don't know. But like, nah, then people started coming in with arguments like, bro, it don't make sense for like 18.2. What the fuck does that mean? I was like, thank you. And like people just, use their brains to be like, yes, but he's literally talking about how it feels outside the weather, so it makes like it has some grounds.
And it's
They're
funny
like,
because people say like Fahrenheit is wrong, but Fahrenheit was created before Celsius.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Like, Fahrenheit was the original way we measured temperature.
I don't care about the lore for Fahrenheit. I
The
just
lore.
know. I just care about the big numbers. You know what? Somebody summed it up for me perfect. It was like, big number make happy. True.
And they probably said that to shit on you. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. They said that to shit on you, but you were like, oh no, yes.
Yo, you're spitting right
Big
now.
big number, me happy. Big number, me happy. But yeah, that was our dude. That was just 24 hours. Like, that has been our last 24
today,
hours.
bro. I couldn't focus on work.
I woke
no
up
cap.
today to 99 plus notifications. I don't have my TikTok notifications on.
I have that shit off. I learned to turn my shit off. Bro.
So like I go on it and all the notifications round up, so it was like 99 plus, and I was like, what blew up? I thought it was one of our more recent ones, and then it's that one. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we posted this shit a week ago. Like, what the fuck is people
I
getting
didn't
mad
know.
about it now for?
And you were so like secretive about it, and the text you were just like, it finally happened.
No, I
Check
said 15K. It finally happened. When I woke
Oh,
up,
I don't know.
Yeah, when I woke up, the video was at 15,000 views. Not when I woke up, during my break from work. I take break at like 8:30. It was at 15,000 views with like, I don't know how many likes. We hadn't even broken 100 followers yet on TikTok.
Yeah, we were at like 70.
Yeah,
Now
we were like at
170.
70 or like no, we were at 67. I think that's how many followers we had, like 60 something. And now we're at like 160. We gained like 100 followers off that TikTok. Great
If you're
shit.
not enjoying this conversation, I don't care. I'm happy. So
Like you guys,
you're here for the journey, bro. You're here for
Me
the
and
journey. So
Kevin-
you must be
and
here for the success.
honestly,
bro.
because of that, this podcast will survive another 6 months. Like, you guys have saved Kevin from quitting the podcast just now. Like, I want you guys to understand. Me, I'll keep going, but Kevin needed that. Like,
Yeah,
Kevin
I
needed that.
something.
Kevin's gonna leave me for some little video game. I'm such an asshole. You know, that little shitty video game you making over there with like some other bum.
Oh my god, yo.
Kevin's making a video game, guys. How's that
Yeah.
going?
You know what? We're working. We're
Oh my
trying.
god. Kevin will be like, yo, listen, I know I give off the impression I'm this like silly, goofy little guy, right? And I'm sure you guys feel that way too, that I'm just this little silly, goofy guy. But I like to think that I'm a little smart. Okay, I'm an engineer. And I'm not smart because I'm an engineer, but I'm smart and I'm an engineer.
Wow.
And I know how to code. I took a lot of packaging courses, so I know how to use.
you know what? Even to me, you're so goofy. Sometimes I can't take you seriously, bro.
You forget, like, and I don't blame you.
Forget.
I don't
do forget.
blame
I'm not
you.
gonna lie.
I remember one time we were having a conversation with Miguel, and Miguel was like, "Oh wait, Juan, you know how to code, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, I completely forgot." And I was like, Yeah, you motherfuckers just forget because I'm
Name all the languages, bro.
Spanish, English. Like I don't fucking know. But you guys forget because I'm a silly, goofy little guy. And it used to be like that when I used to work at I almost name dropped the company I used to work for. When I used to work at my old job, when people used to find out that I like was studying engineering, they were like, "Really? Like what?" And then when they found out like I went to school for free, they were like, "Oh shit! Like what the fuck?"
Hey man, I'm the same boat. Like I did drop out, but like I retained information that I learned, like coding, and fucking like some sort of design and like working with like Blender. Like for those that don't know, Blender is like a 3D modeling. Like I remember like a lot of it. It's like people are like, oh shit, like I didn't know this about you. Like, you know what? We need to like, just become mean for like a whole month and then see what changes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do that though. I
I'm
would
just
not
like,
be able to do that.
I think people have an idea of what, and that's the thing, right? Intelligence is defined in so many ways. The way I know about certain things, I might not know nothing. I might not know anything about something else, whereas you might know a lot about something that I know nothing about, and I might know a lot about something you know nothing about. We're each intelligent in our own right, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying like I'm smarter than anybody else. Like that's not the case at all. I'm just smart at the things I know. Like I'm smart when it comes to things I know.
My digital footprint says otherwise now. I really hope that like, because like when people blow up, there's a clip or something associated with them. I don't want to be Celsius guy, bro.
The Celsius guy. You'll be fine. That's just one clip.
Yeah, it is. But like years down the line, that shit's gonna come back and be like, this was you, wasn't it?
I'm worried that like my coworkers are gonna see that clip. Actually, it happened once when I used to work at my old place, where one of my coworkers went viral on TikTok. Oh, I never told the story on the podcast because I completely forgot that this happened. But one of my coworkers went viral on TikTok. It was during that time where that trend was like slash, and people were showing their teeth.
Okay, with the filter?
I think so, or without the filter. I don't know. She said some. I forgot what the TikTok was, but I just remember seeing it and I was like, this person looks mad familiar. And they filmed it like in our break room. We worked in like an office building, so it wasn't like our specific break room. It was just like the building's break room or whatever. But I was like, this place looks mad familiar, and we were all wearing masks at the time, so I didn't recognize the person. And then I put two and two together with like their name on TikTok and their real name in real life, and I was like, oh, this is you. So like I asked her about it. I was like, is that you going viral? She was like, yeah. And bro, those comments, bro, she didn't even say nothing. Like, it was literally just her doing the slap trend where they show their, like, nice teeth or whatever. She has veneers, okay? So her teeth are very nice. But people were still shitting on her like, oh, this trend doesn't count if you have veneers. And, like, just shitting on her veneers and stuff. And I'm like, they look great. Like, her teeth are so... And I only found out she had veneers. I'm an asshole, okay? I'm not an asshole. This is, like, a genuine question. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with teeth a little bit, right? So, like, I'm insecure. How do you feel about my teeth?
I think they're fine.
They're a little yellow.
I'm colorblind, bro. You asking the wrong one.
Oh my god, whatever. my teeth are my biggest insecurity. Besides the point. So when I see really white teeth, I ask people. I'm like, oh, like what toothpaste do you use? That's an actual question I have for people with very white teeth. If I see someone with very white teeth, I'm like, hey, what toothpaste do you use? That's my go-to. What toothpaste do you use? And she was like, oh no, these are veneers. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if that was a rude question to ask then, but I was just like, oh, okay. So then when I saw the TikTok go viral, it had like hundreds of thousands of views, and I saw it, and she was like embarrassed. And now I'm thinking in my head, what if this gets so viral that my coworkers see this?
They're gonna be like, I don't know who you were filming with, but that guy is sure an idiot, huh? You're gonna be
at least it's not something like you have to think about it too. It's the same thing for like why she went viral, right? It wasn't for anything bad. So it's not like they're going to see this clip and think poorly of me or anything like that. I curse in it, but everyone curses. Everyone does that type of thing. So I'm not really worried too much about them finding that clip. I'd be more worried about like the Argentina clip because that one might come. They reported that clip, by the way.
Yeah.
It got reported and taken down for hateful ideology. And I appealed it and we won the appeal because I was about to go into that bitch and be like, I'm literally from Argentina. Like, no. But yeah, I don't know. They reported that
really
shit.
My dad, bro.
No, but
but like the thing is, like with like we've tried. Hey, we've tried wholesome content. We've tried wholesome clips. We've tried inspirational clips. We've tried serious clips. People don't want to see that. It's unfortunate, but people do not want to see that. They only care about being mad.
But honestly, we haven't even structured the podcast in a way where we're trying to appeal to any
It's
of those
not.
things.
I'm just saying, like, the clips
the
we're
clips we put
picking,
out.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Because, like, bro, literally, like, I know for a fact, based on the previous, what is it, like 2 or 3, they do shit when we do anything like inspirational, but like yo, like serious talk, like this is how it is. This
Oh,
people
they're inspirational
don't
ones,
care.
like the ones that were actually like inspirational.
They were actually like, you know, like the even people were like, oh, like I
They
can't believe,
messaged
like
us.
yeah, like, I can't believe this isn't doing better because like this is like
yeah.
not stupid. You know, it's like actually something thoughtful. People don't care. Maybe it's because we're not big enough yet. Because like once you're big enough, you could say
You could
some
say
bullshit.
anything. You can
And
say fucking anything.
Did you see that clip of that one guy that was like, yeah, so my day is really 7 days and I turn a month into like 7 years. Did you see that? He was like, I've manipulated time and put it in the sphere where I've now spent my day living 2 days because I went to bed at 6 p.m., woke up at 12, then did it again at 12 to 6. So now I have 2 days. And it was like so confusing. People were like, wow. Like that shit blew up. I mean, most of the comments were like, this dude is stupid as fuck.
I honestly, dude, I'm an inspirational motherfucker, bro. Like I really do be having the quote. The other day I was talking to my manager about something, right? My manager's never gonna find this, but shout out my manager. He has a quote. I would love to get him on the podcast.
Oh, that story.
Yeah, I don't want to tell it because I don't know if that's something I can even share, but very like cool story, like just a cool story. It's nothing sad or bad or anything like that. It's just a fucking cool,
that's just a good
cool
story.
thing that.
And
like,
a good story does not have to be fucking sad, bro.
Yes,
like the stories that blow up, like they don't have. It's so extreme. Like damn, like my dad used to beat me every day, and when he was done, he used to beat me again. Like those are the only stories that like people are like, wow, so hard, so sad.
People don't like happy endings.
Yeah,
They don't like
want to
happy
see
endings.
people suffer, bro.
But the thing I told him, we were talking about like careers or whatever. And I told him dude, I felt like I was in a fucking movie when I said this, bro. I felt like the fucking end credit scenes were about to roll out. Or like
You were the post credit scene.
son,
bro.
I thought he was about to go on a training arc after I told him this. Like that's what I thought. I thought it was about to be like post time skip, his life has changed. I told him you can either be a big fish in a little pond or a little fish in a big pond. Either way, you gotta swim.
Michael Bay
Oh
explosion.
my fucking god! Do you guys understand how fucking inspirational that was? I told him because we were talking about working for like a big company or working for a small company, right? And I told him I was like, listen, you could be a big fish at a small I'm gonna repeat the quote again. I was like, you could be because in the comparison to like a company, it's like you can work at a small company, learn everything, be super resourceful, or you can work at a really big company, probably make more money, and probably know less. Or have less responsibilities. So I told him, again, I'm gonna repeat it for you fuck boys that didn't hear it the first time. For you fuck dudes that is not enjoying and really let this one just really roll into the head.
Let it
sink in. Let it sink in. You can either be a big fish in a little pond or a little pond. Fuck me.
Oh my god, I can't wait to be a little bond, bro.
No. I can't wait to be a little pond. You can either be a big fish in a little pond or a little fish in a big pond. Either way, you gotta swim. That's cold motherfucking bars.
Too
That's
bad
hard.
My fin dead.
Dude, that's bars though. That's bars. Tell me now.
Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you, I told him that shit, and I swear to God, I felt like our lives were about to change. I shit you not.
And guess what? We had a TikTok blow up.
And we had
Oh my god. It's literally like, it's foreshadowed, y'all. It's literally, the vision is there, bro. Come on.
No, when things like that, it's gonna sound funny, right? It's gonna sound funny. But are there moments in your life that happen that you think like they happened for a reason?
I have a feeling that when I dream something,
It's gonna come true.
it comes true. Like that's just something that like happens, bro. It's not even like I'm a fortune teller. It'll be like I'll be in a situation and then out of nowhere I'll just be like, wait a second.
I was just
I
saying.
was literally here like 7 months ago. I feel like I dreamt about this like a year ago. Like I don't know, because people have like crazy dreams or don't remember them dreams. I remember most of them. The ones that I just eventually I'll forget about them if I don't like think about it and write it down. But then there's some people like, damn, bro, like I've been here before. You you ever seen that picture that was like, if you've been here before, say something.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh shit, like did this have a good ending? Did this have a bad ending?
For me, it's every time I want to take my life somewhere, I feel as if I meet the right people that make me feel as if I'm on the right track. I've been wanting to do social media shit for so long. I have a family friend that works for a really big like social media company. I talked to her a little bit, not recently, but a couple months ago. And then now like my manager literally used to work in the space that we want to go into. You know what I mean? Like this entertainment space. Whether, you know, mind you, it was like a different type of space, but it's still the entertainment space. And I meet these people along the way, and I don't know if I believe in destiny, right? But I feel like I'm meeting these people for a reason. There's something in me that I see people around me having done the damn thing, and I think, damn, I can do this damn thing. This is like real. This is feasible. And I'm not saying, and that's the thing, people equate success with money, but not me. I know. Like, you don't want to keep doing this if you're not making money. But for me, it's more about just seeing people enjoy my work and seeing my art, whether it's music, whether it's podcasting, whether it's streaming, whether it's YouTube videos. I don't need it, but I want people to enjoy the things I enjoy as well. You know?
It's not even that I want it, but it's like I don't want like a Van Gogh situation where everybody's shitting on you,
and then
you die, and there's like, oh my god, such beauty. Like, nah, bro, I needed that shit,
dude.
When I was alive, I don't want to cut off my ear, bro.
We talk about this too much, bro. But when one of us dies, this podcast is gonna go so through the roof, bro. This podcast is gonna go through the roof.
Dude, I can't believe they took him so early, bro. He was right. Why did y'all let him cook?
Oh man! Oh, there's a story I want to share. Oh my God! There's a story I want to share about letting me cook. You know.
Oh
yeah. I don't want to. Listen, when we get bigger,
hey,
and
man.
I'm very far removed from a lot of situations, we can share better stories.
Me too. Yeah.
That's like once,
I can't say, to be honest.
I can't say.
They'd be fire, but
yeah,
like.
I can't share this story. I'm gonna leave you guys. Listen, so this is your job to blow us up so that you can hear even better stories.
Unhinged.
Because there are stories, I've said this before on the podcast, there are stories we can't share because we are still very local. And if we talk about certain things, people will know who we're talking about.
And then this shit died. Damn, no.
And then this shit doesn't go anywhere, and we're just the assholes that put our business on the internet. That's really what happens. But on that like millionaire conversation, right? I actually had a conversation with someone recently. I can share that story. I don't care about sharing this story. But it was kind of, I'm not going to say any names, but I was presented with like a Forex type of situation, okay? Where I don't know if it was Forex. I don't think it was Forex.
Shit died for years now, but like I remember getting hit up every day, bro. Like, yo, you want to turn 100 into 800, bro? Give me 100, bro. I got you. Like, no. Who? And the fact is, like, bro, they was catching people because there's no way you was hitting people up and not catching people lacking, bro.
Listen, so the way I was approached was, I thought they were trying to sell me on Forex. They were like, "Hey, do you want to join my club?" And I'm like, "Oh no, they're gonna try to sell me an MLM scheme. Like, I'm caught. I
actually have a situation coming up. It's like, oh, this could be a great investment. You know, I was like, I'm listening. I'm gonna wait for the weekend. I'm gonna update you what it was.
It hasn't happened yet.
That hasn't happened. It was like, oh, you were like ready to talk right now. And I was like, no, I'll listen to you over the weekend because you know what, like. He seemed excited. So
what
like,
is this someone you know?
Yeah. Well, not super close, but somebody I know, like somebody I've done business with.
Do I know them?
No, you don't know.
Oh,
Nobody else knows them. It's just somebody I met through like networking from
This is scary as fuck. But so someone approached me with that, like, oh, like you want to be a millionaire. They said the one line that stuck with me that really rubbed me the wrong way was, like, join us and you'll hear conversations you'd never hear in Newark.
That shit is so dumb, bro.
And listen, I'm not shitting on the person. They're a great person. I told them this. I was like, hey, your message is cool. Like, I get what you're trying to do. Like, you're trying to help people, like, give them financial literacy, do this. And, like, that's cool. But do it without shitting on, like, the city you're from.
I know, at least I feel y'all were like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Listening to that, like.
And I wasn't mad at the person. I was just mad at the ideology. And I know that ideology is not. It's not specific to that person that said that thing to me.
It's rooted from leaving the city and going to get a higher education.
It's not even just higher education. It's rooted in getting into these spaces that were not meant for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think it's rooted. Yeah, and higher education is one of those places, right? But even these career jobs and these people, you know, you graduate from college at 22, you go work, dude, if you had a good degree, if you did apply yourself, you're making what, upwards of $70,000 a year, maybe. Maybe like, let's just say upwards of 55, upwards of 50. And for a lot of people, especially in our community, that's more money than they ever seen in their lives.
Yeah,
like
bro.
they come from single parent homes, or 2-parent homes, but both
Living
parents struggling.
paycheck to
Pay-
paycheck, bro.
And that's what I was telling this person. I was like, because when they said that thing about you'll never hear a conversation like this in Newark, and I told them, I was like, listen, it's really, really hard to focus on retirements and savings when you have to eat, when you're living paycheck to paycheck, when you don't know when your next meal is coming. You're not thinking about, oh, what will I look like at 65? You're thinking about, oh, if I don't eat by the end of this week, I'm going to starve. If I don't eat for a month, I am going to die. So it's not where am I going to be at 65. It's where am I going to be at the end of the week? Where am I going to be at next Friday? Where are my kids going to be at? Are my kids going to eat? Am I going to get to eat? And it kind of riled me up. And I apologize to the person because I was like, I feel like I made this way more serious than it needed to be. And I'm very passionate, guys. You guys have listened to the podcast. I'm very passionate. I'm a very passionate dude. And when it's something that I know about and like can speak on, I go off. Okay? So, sorry, you were gonna say something, but I just wanted to finish my thought before you said something. Go ahead.
No, I was just like, and it's not even like that. Sometimes it's just really like, there's a lot of families that arrive here and they're like either the only from their family to come here, and they still have to provide for family back home.
Yeah.
That's true in my family. That's true for a lot. Like, not even like my close family, like mom, dad. Like, that's also true for like aunts, uncles, my brother, literally everybody. Yeah, like you, like it's like you're taking care of so many families, and then you're being told like, damn, like you're really out here like drinking a coffee. Like, I can't believe like you can't have this conversation. It's not like, bro, there's just literally the lack of education isn't coming from a place of you can't have the education. It's just literally not having the resources to be able to have this conversation. And
it's not even willful ignorance. It's ignorance due to the fact that I don't even have time to think about that kind of thing. And people, if we posted a clip like this, people are going to be like, oh, that victim mentality. But it's a systemic problem. Like, it's a problem of the system, not of the person. So when you say something to me, who, I'm very pro Newark. I love where I'm from. And I know people are going to, like, clown me for that or whatever. But I love this city. I think there's a lot of beauty in art and a lot of beauty and talent here. And what I personally just didn't like about you'll never hear a conversation like this, it just makes it seem like the people you grew up with aren't capable of that conversation.
Right.
Everything I know about investments and savings, I learned in Newark. Everything I learned about money, I learned here. I made $30,000 a year here. I've made $6,000 a year here. I've made more than $6,000. I'm not gonna say how much I've been making, but I've made different sums of money here. I've learned about myself. I've learned about family. I've learned about relationships. And to think that someone can tell me that people might not be capable of that conversation where I'm from, it's like, this is just not true.
Yeah, that wording is literally just
the
shitting
wording
on
is
everybody.
bad.
It's literally shitting on everybody you know, your family, your friends, like teachers, like mentors, literally everybody. You're just like, oh, anybody you met while living here for what, 18 years before you went off to college or go whatever. It's like, all of that I learned was absolutely useless.
And that's what like makes me upset. That's the biggest part. And maybe I took it too far, but like just for the sake of this conversation, that's how I interpreted it. Like, there's no way I heard a conversation like this in Newark. I know people making so much money that live here, and I know people that are broke that live here. And I could say the same. And one thing I was talking to one of my friends about, I told them, when someone from the lower class dies lower class, everyone's like, oh my God, they never made it out of their situation. What a tragedy. When someone in the middle class, born, raised, and dies in the middle class, no one bats a fucking eye.
Right.
No one bats a fucking eye.
You had the tools, and you still didn't move on to the higher, like, into a higher state of living.
Economic status. And people shit on the lower class for it, but it happens in every living class.
Like, if all you know is lower class, why are you getting mad that like all I know is lower class? Like, that's just like, it's so.
And of course, it's okay to want more. And I've noticed this trend with like young academic people that instead of learning these things, and I'm not even gonna say you don't have an obligation to give back to your community. You don't have an obligation to give back to your community. That's entirely your choice. That's like giving back is a choice. I know I'm part of the idea that you should, but at the end of the day, I do understand that it's a choice, and a lot of people will not and won't need to. You know what I mean? And I don't think you need, like, I think you should, but I don't think you need to. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I would love to give back to my community once I have the right tools and once I have the right like pathway to do that. I forgot what I was saying.
This just brought up a story that was like,
go ahead.
It's like a short story, but like
Yeah.
I just brought it up like.
And I just remember what I was
class.
thinking about, so it's perfect. Go ahead.
Oh, do you want to say?
No.
Oh, I was just talking about like being like lower class, bro. I feel like this is not a running theme, but like every few episodes or something, like shit like this is gonna come up because this is what we know, bro.
Uh-huh.
And whenever something like this like comes to light, where you're like, oh, shit can't happen for where you're from, or like, oh, like low income mentality, you're gonna stay low income mentality. It just like brings back like memories of just growing up poor, growing up in situations where like I was like, oh, can we get this? Like, no, like we cannot get a candy bar, we cannot get something because like we don't have the money. And I was literally like living, like it got to a point where like my parents were just pissed at me for like years because like I wouldn't ask for anything or want anything because like, oh no, because we don't have money. And it's like, why the fuck are you saying that? Like, we have money. That was our situation before. But it's like, that's all I know.
Yeah, hear me out. I'm gonna do it. Hear me out. Hear me out. When you're younger, you don't even realize the subliminal messaging of not having money. Let me rephrase that. Not subliminal message. Like, I'm gonna do it. Hear me out. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Hear me out. When you're younger, you don't even realize that your family doesn't have as much money as other families. And some things that become normal to you, you get older and you realize like, oh, this isn't normal. Like nights where your parents were like, oh, I don't really want to cook tonight.
Yeah, or like, oh no, like you only have like one more egg. Like you got it. That's okay.
Yeah,
I already ate. I already ate. Yeah, like,
and you become so used to that you don't even think about it when you're younger. You're like, oh, my mom just didn't want to cook today. That's why we ate French fries for 3 days straight. Oh, my mom didn't want to cook today. That's why I just had hot dogs and rice for 4 days. But no, like when you're younger, you don't even realize that. Oh, maybe my parents were struggling a little bit. Like maybe they weren't as good as
like
they made out to be.
Scrambled eggs every single day was like not a because I liked it. It was because it was literally all we fucking had.
And you
like,
get used to that.
Yeah, at that point it's like, oh, you've never tried like fish. Like I didn't try fish for a while before I knew that I was allergic because like we never cooked that shit, bro. It was literally just scrambled eggs, boiled sausages, and just rice because that was literally the cheapest option.
And you don't, and I'm telling you, it's against like things you never would question.
Yeah, it wasn't even like that. Wasn't even the story I was saying. It was something else that had.
Go ahead. It's just something I had thought about and I wanted to like say.
Yeah. So the story I was talking about, like, like whenever something about poverty comes up, like, not emotional, but like it's just like a callback that happened like as young as like 15, 16. Like when I first started dating my girlfriend Sophia, or when it happened, like it's that thing where it's like, oh, like you're my boyfriend, you have to give me a sweater or something. And I remember I gave her one of my like favorite sweaters. And like, by the way, I want to preface this like, this is not to shit on anybody or like, it's not nothing like that, right? But like, I gave her one of my favorite sweaters. I love that sweater. It was like a gray and black striped sweater.
Okay.
And I gave it to her. But then like, it was just moving on. And like, at that point, maybe I had like one other sweater that I was using, but like, it was just, I literally just had these two sweaters. And I remember like, it's just, probably looking back, it was just like a comment that was made. Not necessarily any like malice or anything to say, but like the way I interpreted it was
bad.
Like was her saying, "I don't want this. It has holes."
Oh fuck.
And bro, that shit literally like pissed me off. Where I was like, "Give me that sweater back," and I literally ripped it up. Like I didn't rip it up. I just like literally crumbled it and threw it away. And I was like, "Yep, now you don't have to deal with it." Damn. And I was like, when I get a new sweater, I'll get you that sweater, but you don't have to deal with this sweater with holes. And like that was like so hurtful, not because of what she said or like what happened, but it was just like I literally don't have anything else. And I was like, and that made it seem like, oh, you have holes, like this isn't worthy.
Damn, that's so sad.
Yeah, like it's just something that happened.
It's happened to me in other aspects of my life, even with like my shoes and stuff. Like people clown on them, and it's okay. Like it's funny, but I've just not come from a place where I felt ever like comfortable spending that kind of money on certain things. And I'm getting emotional. Damn, you're getting emotional thinking about that shit. But I've never come from a place where like I felt
It's
comfortable.
raining inside, bro.
Dude, it's so like I've just never come from a place where like it's comfortable for me to like spend money on those types of things. And I spend it on like shiny, nice things, but like clothes. Dude, growing up, I had like 2 pairs of shoes, maybe.
Bro,
Like
Me
at all
having 3
times.
fits is like all I knew, bro.
People are like it's like funny, but when you're younger and someone makes a comment like, "Oh damn, you wore that sweater 4 times this week," and I'm like, "Bro, I got like 3 sweaters, bro." Like,
This is my only warmth right now.
and it's not even like we grew up dirt poor either, but it's just a certain thing where you just get used to that certain lifestyle. Like, people will clown it or whatever they want, and that's fine. Like, if you were able to have better things, like, go for it, you know? Like, and mind you, like I'm gonna say this, and people that like grew up with me are gonna be like, "Why you didn't grow up dirt poor?" But like, you don't even like realize like what people even do, or even like your close friends that might think they understand your financial situations or whatever. They don't. It's not something that's like commonly seen. And something similar to you, not like it didn't have to do with clothes, but it had to do with my car. When I was 18, I bought my first car. And mind you, I've never been like, it was like a Beat or whatever. It was my first car. And I've never been one to even pretend like I have money. Never through high school, never even through college. I've never pretended I have money. Never, ever in my life. Because first of all, I don't like nice things. I do like nice things, but I don't care about the perception of looking nice. I have nice things in my room, which no one ever sees. Like, I have a nice computer, I have nice monitors, I have a nice TV. But for like outward facing nice things, I don't have outward facing nice things. You know what I mean? Like, my clothes is, I buy very cheap clothes. I buy cheap jeans. I buy cheap shoes. No, I don't have a fancy wallet. I don't have a fancy book bag. I have 1 pair of shoes. Well, now I have 2, but I've had 1 pair of shoes for the last 6 years. And people don't even those shoes, right? The shoes that were clowned on the internet for good reason. Even I think it's funny, but that has been the 1 pair of shoes that I bought myself 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I bought those shoes 4 years ago, and that's the 1 pair of shoes that have just stayed with me for 4 years. And of course, I bought like work shoes, but I mean like just casual shoes. That has been my only pair of casual shoes for the past 4 years. And one time I was in my car, okay, so this is a ramble. I'm sorry.
I mean,
But I was in my car one time, and I was hanging out with some girl, and again, I've never pretended to have money. I've never ever pretended to have money in my life. Now that I have a little more money, like I'll just be very open about it. But growing up, I never pretended to have money. Never, ever, ever. So one time I was hanging out with this girl in my car, and she had said like a really rude comment about the car I drove. And mind you, I'm like, damn, I bought this car with my hard-earned money. Like, yeah, it's not like the flashiest car in the world. Like, it's a Hyundai. Like, it's old. It has like 100,000 miles. And she had made a comment to me while we were going to a place. That's the thing. If you have a rude comment, wait for the ride back. Okay? I've learned the hard way to make not make a comment. One time I tried to kiss a girl and she wasn't feeling me. And then we had to drive back. Like, we drove back like very awkward. Okay?
I'll pay for your Uber, bro. You're not getting my car.
But hear me out. If you're on a date and you think you're feeling the other person and you think you want to like try to kiss them, wait till like the very end of the date. Wait until you're getting dropped off or they're getting dropped off. Because if you try that shit in like the middle of the date and it doesn't go your way, that is going to be a very awkward rest of your date.
At that point, just pay for my Uber. I'll pay for your Uber because I'm not getting back in that car after that. Turn the radio to like 100%.
And I don't even care about being rejected. Like, that's not even the issue. It's just like at that moment you're just like, what did I do? And I'm an overthinker. If I do some shit like that, I'll just spend the rest of the day thinking like, oh my God, I just ruined everything. but yeah, and like that girl said something about my car, and I almost started crying. Like in the moment, I was like, damn. And then I remember, flash forward like a year, right? I had a very close friend of mine brought a brand new car, 0 miles off the lot. And he had picked me up or whatever. And he's like a family friend, so like my parents know him and shit. And I come back home after we like hanging out in his car. And I told my parents, I was like, yo, like you saw, like he got a brand new car. And then I don't know if my parents thought I was like emotional about it,
Mhm.
but like they were like, oh, like they got emotional about it. They were like, oh, like I don't know. That's the thing. It was like such a weird conversation, but it's such a staple in the relationship I have with my parents, because like from that day they realized like I didn't care about money. I didn't care about those kinds of things, but they started like my parents started crying. Like they were like, oh, like I'm so sorry we can't get you things like that. We can't afford things like that. That's not something we can give you. I'm so sorry. Like they were apologizing, like crying to me, and then I wasn't even sad about it, but then my
Like, where the
parents
vibes
started,
went.
yeah, dude, my parents started like being like really emotional. I started crying. I was like, I want you guys to understand that never, like you guys have given me more than enough in this life, and nothing you guys will ever give me is not, I'm choking up, is not enough for me. And that was like a very real and honest conversation we had that night. And I was like 18, 19, and I had just bought my own car, and it wasn't this great big thing, you know what I mean? And yeah, I just remember that like a staple in our relationship, just going into that room like, oh, like so and so got a brand new car, and my parents were just like, oh, nice, and I was like, and here I am, you know? It's like,
Yeah. Like I'm at the point where I could buy my car. Like, I could go and buy a car and have my own car, but like every time now it's just not the way I was raised, but just the situation I was raised in. I'm always just hyper aware of how much I'm spending or willing to spend on something. And like sometimes I'll literally just spend something just because I'm like, you know what, like
you deserve it.
I can't. No, not even that.
Oh.
Not even a deserve. It's literally just that I need to. I just need to spend money. Like it's okay for me to spend money, and then I'll spend money, and then like force myself to like, you know what, this was a nice purchase. This was a nice purchase. This was a nice purchase. But like it's not even like it's a common thing now where like my parents are like, oh, like I know you don't want to drive our car anymore. So like what if you should buy your own car? And I was like, no, I'm like trying to save money. I'll be like, okay, we'll split the car. Be like, no, that's like not what I mean. Okay, then I'll get you your car. They want me to like,
have
you
your
know,
own car.
not. It's not even like they give me my car back. It's just like about like they're still trying to give me shit, and like they'll probably keep trying to give me shit until like they can provide, now that they're a little more stable, a little more.
Now that you're older.
Yeah,
That's really what it is. You get older and your parents have to provide for you way less, so they have way more money. That's just how it goes.
Kids
When
are expensive, bro.
Kids are expensive as fuck, especially when you first got to America. You don't know anything. You're like trying to pay rent, support 3 kids. Like it's not fucking easy. But my parents are the same way. Like recently, now that I make more money, I made a joke. See, that's the thing. When I say I make more money, I don't want it to sound like I'm like, oh my god, I make so much money.
Like we make money.
No, yeah, like,
we
that's
just
not
make
the case.
More money.
I just make more money than I used to make. But
and that could be as little as 1K more.
Yeah, but I've thought about it. I've thought about, so like the greedy in my head, right? The greedy in my head. I'm going to drive my car until the wheels fall off. My little beater, no matter how much money I make, until the wheels fall off, I am driving that car. But it does come to a point where you're like, damn, I deserve nice things too. Like there are people like that like probably make less money than me that are driving way nicer cars than me. And I know comparison is the thief of joy. I know this. But it's huge. Like it's like hard to not see those things and be like, damn, I deserve that too. Mm-hmm. Like I know how much so and so makes. Like I could get a nice car too. If they're driving a nice car, I could drive a nice car.
Their broke ass got a car.
If they could get a nice car, I could get one too. That's what I think in my head sometimes. But you know, the rational person to me is like, I don't need a new car and I don't want one.
Yeah.
But
I was like, why would I get a new car, bro? Then I gotta pay insurance. Then I gotta pay all these extra stuff.
But it's worth it. It's worth it. Like,
I can imagine.
It's one thing buying a brand new car when you have a car, but like you don't have a car. Like I agree, your parents should give you a car. Like not give you a car, but like
I should get a car. But the thing is, like whenever I use it, they're not using it. So I'll be like, you know what? I'll just fill up your tank.
If you got a car, we can get a studio.
True.
You got a car. Well, I want to move out too, so maybe no studios soon. But I'll just move into a house. I'll just move into a house that has an extra room that no one uses, and then we just make that the studio room. I'll pay a little extra rent at my spot.
Easy.
And we
Easy
just
split.
That's a good idea.
Huge.
But fuck, I don't even know where we were going with this. See, this is what happened.
Oh, you know what? Like,
you know where it started?
Huh.
The digital footprint. That's how we got to where we are now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
But digital footprint.
Bringing it back.
Wait, what were you gonna say though? You were about to say
I'm
something.
gonna say well, I don't know if this is something I should discuss with you. You know what? Let's be transparent. Like, what are we gonna do for the Valentine's Day episode? Are we gonna have like a dating show? Are we gonna bring people in, have some guests, like just do some bullshit?
Oh, dude, that's like a month away. We could think about it when it gets closer. I
what?
don't even
No,
wanna,
we gotta plan now.
I don't even want to think
shit
about love right now.
Sneaks up.
I don't
bro.
even want to think about
Shit
love right now.
Sneaks up.
Listen,
crazy.
guys, if one day when
If you catch Juan with a black screen on Instagram, bro, just know, no shit went down.
hear me out. If I post a black screen with text on my Instagram story, please send me DMs and tell me everything's gonna be all right. If I black out my social medias, please shoot me a text.
He's reached the point of no return. You have to go check on him. If anybody changes their screen at a grown age, changes their screen to black and just nobody message me.
That is a cry for help. That is a cry for help.
This is
Please
not them,
contact
bro,
them.
please.
You're better than this. You're better than this.
Who let him cook?
But yeah, I don't even want to think about love. I
All I know
wish
is we could have a fun episode. Like,
you have an idea. Don't say it because I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
steal
you
it.
know what?
But we
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do. We do have to plan it in advance.
I think that should be. I think it would be cool. You know, yeah. I like because I know you were suggesting like, oh, what if I bring her on? But I was like, she was like, oh, like, cause she's still like, damn, I don't want to get cooked.
Oh,
like
your
you
girlfriend?
do. Yeah. But she's like, oh, like a dating, like a dating, like
Simulator.
game or something, not a simulator, but
The
something
camera
could be
died?
mad fun. Oh my god, imagine.
Whatever. Go ahead. Keep going. We're 50
yeah,
minutes in. I didn't even realize.
I think it'd be cool.
We could think of something.
Damn,
we
that
could think
stutter
of
was
something.
crazy.
But yeah, digital footprint. We could think of something.
Now they can't tell it's me.
Yeah.
Voice changer.
But I it is something I've thought about forever. And there are people that I know personally that have gone out of their way to delete things on social media because they're worried about like future careers
That
and
shit is
stuff.
still there.
It is still there, but I
You
even
know
have
what?
a
Yeah,
friend.
If it's something like.
But even that's not bad. Like I have a friend who doesn't he, they asked like an organization that they were a part of, not even like a school organization, like a good like not a bad school. They asked a school organization that they were a part of to delete like a video that they were in because they said they sounded like goofy in it. Yeah, which is like fair.
I wouldn't like. I know people like let's say like Instagram, right? They'll like take down pictures when they were younger and like progressively over the years keep deleting those. I'm not doing that. That's literally
No, I deleted mine.
Bro, that's literally all my memories.
Bro, all I had, dude. Okay. So I am happy I'm not that person anymore, because when I was younger, all I would post were like selfies. No, like.
But that's literally you.
But I was fucking 14.
I want to know what I looked like
There-
at 14.
There was one picture I posted on myself, like the one and only thirst trap. I took a thirst trap,
Oh my.
but
God.
like you
know
couldn't
what?
see
That-
my body. You
that one
couldn't.
could be deleted.
You couldn't see my body. It was just like a picture of me, like fresh out the shower, like water everywhere, and just me like you know when you were younger, like it was like the craze to like flex your jawline when we were like 14, 15. Now I've lost my jawline throughout the years. Unfortunately, I'm straight neck now.
Straight mouth breathing.
Straight mouth breathing. But yeah, I had like pictures like that up on my Instagram and just selfies. Like now I don't post any selfies. It's strictly like of like third person pictures.
Or thumbs up pictures.
Or thumbs up, but like those aren't selfies. I'll post those on my story. I'll post a selfie on my story, but like an actual post, I'm not posting no goddamn selfie for my fucking Instagram feed. That's ridiculous. Grown ass man posting selfies. Hear me out. Oh
Can't
my god,
wait.
turn the camera on. I'm gonna do a hear me out right now. Hear me out. If you're over the age of like 16, stop posting selfies on your Instagram feed. On the story is cool. Post it on the story, but on your feed, bro. Come on.
That's experience only, bro. Nobody trying to like scroll down and be like, oh shit, look at my buddy right here.
Look at this cute ass selfie.
Look at my
Oh,
cute ass friend, bro.
Okay, maybe I do want to see my cute friends. I lied. But no, yeah, I have to delete those pictures. And the digital footprint, I've thought about it too. I have said crazy things on the internet, and I just mean on the pod, not like bad. Like that's the thing. If it's like racist or bigoted or like sexist, you should be punished for it, but within reason, right? I think like if someone posted like something when they were 13 and now they're 28 and they're not that person anymore, and that's fine. they're not that person anymore, and people are like, oh, but you said this when you were 13,
Like
15
dog.
years ago. But that does beg the question: how long is too long to hold someone accountable for what they said?
Well, like I don't know. I feel like by the age of like maybe not even 18, maybe like right now 20 like in your 20s. Because if I say something right now, I said it with my whole chest, bro.
But okay, but you're 22 now.
Mhm.
You think you'll have the same? You won't have the same exact ideologies by 35.
Maybe not.
But-
Like
but
by
someone-
then,
but-
by then, if I said some bullshit, like
No. But I'm not saying in the moment accountability for things you say in the moment. I'm not talking about when you're 35 and you say something at 35 and
no,
people hold you
exactly. If
accountable.
I'm 35 and I said something stupid or
I-
did something stupid at 24,
Yes.
like, and I didn't, and I didn't address it at all, or like, for like, you know, it was like clear that even during then the shit was problematic, like, then yeah, like, at
But
that
you
point
don't
I'm
think-
trying to hide it.
But you don't think people can change their mind?
Oh no,
But
I
like
don't
if
think
I'm
so.
presenting with new ideas,
but the thing is, to ignore it is to act like it never happened.
okay.
Which is like, no, it did happen. Like, this was how I thought, and like you can own up to that while also being like, yes, but like I don't think this way no more. But if you're just trying to hide it, you're just trying to act like it didn't happen, which it did.
But what if it's just something that's never brought to your attention? Do you think you need to go out of your way to address those things? Like if you know you tweeted something at 22 and or like let's say you tweeted something at 14 and you're now 22 and you know you don't
14,
align
no, I was just
yourself.
like, bro, I was a stupid kid. Like, no.
Yeah, but people on the internet won't forgive you. The internet does not forgive that well.
They
Like
don't,
that.
yeah.
That bro, we don't get forgiven.
like,
Fucking
it
saying
comes-
Celsius and Fahrenheit.
It comes to like for me, right? Let's say I apologized for it. Like, let's say something stupid I did.
Okay.
Or something, you know, just dumb like that. That happened, and I apologized. I brought it to attention. I apologized. Like, yes, this happened,
Mhm.
and I already addressed it and apologized. After that, if you want to bring that shit up 5-10 years after, I'm not apologizing after that. I already addressed it. I already apologized. There's no reason for me to make a second apology or to address it again.
Is there anything someone can say that is unforgivable?
Huh.
That's what my next idea is, because we see even with things like, I don't know, like,
Maybe something you do can be unforgettable. I don't know about say.
so have you seen like the whole Logan Paul thing recently with his like crypto scam?
No, I didn't. I do know that he fucking left his pig out.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like he left his.
He's
Well,
in some
apparently I
heat,
saw
bro.
he's in some shit, right? So if you guys don't know who Logan Paul is, you probably do. I don't know, but he's like a really big YouTuber. Has a really big podcast. Has the Prime Energy drink or whatever. But recently, like these things came out where he was part of like a crypto scam. The crypto space is a scam in its own, I think, at this point. But you know, CoffeeZilla, if you guys don't know who that is either, is like a crypto journalist who covers these kinds of things, and he covered Logan Paul, and it's like the demise of Logan Paul again, and people are like, oh, I thought he was redeemable and this, that, and the third. I think recording a dead body in a suicide forest, right? Because that's what he did like all those years ago that got him originally like canceled or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's redeemable. Okay. I think it's,
to be honest, me too. Like,
I think, but that's what I'm trying to give an example of, like something that I still think is redeemable. Even the crypto scams and stuff, I don't know, those are redeemable. It's hard. Like stealing money from like hardworking people. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. When it comes to Twitch streamers and YouTubers, people say, oh, they exploit their fans, right? Or even subbing to someone on Twitch that costs $5. That's not exploitation, because people are actively choosing to subscribe. But it's not even just a choice, right? Because some people say some things even that have choice can be like exploitation. But the thing is, that's entertainment. You are active. Entertainment is a luxury. You do not need those things to survive. Now, if I'm over here, and let's say I'm the only person that sells water in the world, and I know everyone needs water, and I uproot the prices of water crazy, then I'm exploiting all those people, because it's a necessity. People need to eat, sleep, and breathe. Okay, but things like entertainment, I feel less sorry for those people that are like, oh, I'm getting exploited by my favorite content creator. Like, come on.
Let's use some common sense,
Come
bro.
on.
You can spot a crypto scam from a mile away.
I
bro.
just think that you need to, not you, like even the audience. I'm not even saying the audience, because I'm sure it's not even something that they're like participating in. I think you just need to participate in things that you have a better understanding of. And it's really easy to fall into this guise of people sponsoring these products and, fall into this fucking whirlpool of degeneracy. But what about those people that are using terms now that in like 5 to 10 years might not be acceptable? Do we hold those people to the same account as we would? Like, would we hold those people accountable for saying those terms then that won't be acceptable in that day and age? Oh my God, this timing is fucking me up. But even the context of language, right? In England, do you know what they call cigarettes?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what they call it?
Wouldn't slide here.
Wouldn't slide here, but that's what I'm saying.
No, but like, if that's the case, then like in what 5-10 years, like, bro, it was socially accepted to use this language.
But
like,
at one time,
it wasn't like brought up to attention at all. So you can't blame me for something that was like.
But those words that are kind of like in the middle that are like a little bad, like the R word. Like, people still use that.
Okay.
People still use that today, and it's already a little like less socially acceptable.
See, but like this thing is like, in terms of like language, for me, it's like, not that it isn't serious.
Okay.
But it's more of like, bro, if you're gonna like hold somebody accountable for the rest of their life, there are other things, bro. It's really like,
I just think if we do, then it should be how do I say it? Like Papa John.
the day of reckoning.
The day of reckoning. Wait, what do you mean the day of reckoning?
No, the Papa John's were like, wasn't that Papa John's or was that Domino's? Where the dude was like, that video came out where he was like super sweaty and he was like, yeah, they took everything from me. But
yes, it was Papa John. It was Papa John.
John.
And you know what's funny? He like made a tweet or he made like a post. I don't remember what it was, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been with my team. I've really been trying to like get that word out of my vocabulary." Like, bro was in a training arc to stop saying the N word. Like, just stop saying it. It's so easy. Just don't say it. But even it happened recently with Beyonce, where she had like a word in her album in one of her songs.
It wasn't that recent.
Yes, it was. It was her most recent album. I don't know.
That doesn't mean it was recent.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was like last year. It was 2022 at least. Yeah,
Damn.
it was like not even 3 months ago, probably like 3-4 months ago. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, but she used a word in one of her songs that is something like, it means like crazy in England or something. Like, it's kind of like offensive in England.
I mean,
I wish I knew what the word
point,
was. I'm gonna Google it, but go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
But like, if that's the case, like, all right, it's not to like shit on the Europeans or anything like that. But like, if that's the case, and it was like this word offends us, you should change it, and they're not changing the word for cigarette, bro. Like, like you're picking and choosing at that point.
Oh, okay. So Beyonce said spazzing on that ass, and apparently spaz is shortened word for spastic. So people were offended, apparently.
Okay, that word means nothing to me.
Yeah, that word doesn't really mean anything to me. I guess
they got you. In 10 years, they're gonna be like, I can't believe you said the S word.
Spaz? But like, I thought spaz was like, oh, I guess how, but like, yeah, see, that's one of those words that like, I don't know. Because no one uses that word in that way.
I have no idea. I don't even know what the way is.
Spaz, like spaz, like I'm spazzing.
Okay.
You've never heard that word before?
I know the word, but like.
But you don't know what.
I've only ever used it in like damn,
you're spazzing on him.
Yeah, like in a gaming term, like, oh shit, I just spazzed out. But like, I don't fucking know. Like,
yeah,
I didn't even know there was like a different context.
That's what I'm saying. So it has been so far removed from the negative context where it's like, is that a word that's okay to be used? Like, can we say that? Are we gonna kiss for that clip? The UK's gonna hate us.
The UK got us.
The UK does not fuck with us.
We like round 2, bro. Oh my god.
We thought we taught you this lesson, old man. But I don't know.
Blue shirt again, bro. Oh my
god. You gotta stop wearing blue shirts. That is a dangerous thing for you to wear. But I don't know how can we dictate language that we don't even know is bad yet? You know, for the things that are obviously bad, like duh. You know what I mean? Like, there is clear context to a lot of racial terms or like homophobic terms that are like duh. Like they used to call gay people, you know, the British word for cigarettes, and even back then people knew it was wrong, but they used it very casually.
Yeah, the whole I don't use it that way. I use it to mean something else.
Yeah, like that's no, because there was always context in terms of like who was being hurt by that term. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So those words I don't think are forgivable. I don't like. Let me rephrase that. I think that people who said that word back then knew what it meant back then too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we're like spazzing. Like I didn't even know that was a bad thing. I didn't even know that was a bad thing. But maybe now that I know, I'm not going to use it anymore.
Shit, I never used that shit anyway.
I never used it. That's the thing. Like we never used it. So I don't know. It's just a question of like dictating language and how we can move forward as a community while still, you know, being responsible for the things we have said. But it still begs that question: how long until someone is reformed?
But there's like some stuff like which is like to me stupid, where I'm just like I'm not going to like dabble in this whatever it is you're doing.
Okay.
Like if you want to be mad, like be mad, but there's literally no negative connotations to this. Like people that get mad when you're like, "Hey guys," and be like, "Oh, that's not like super inclusive." I'm like, bro, at this point, you say bro,
But
you
I
say
don't-
sis. It's literally like it's
how
so,
many times? That's the thing, right? When it comes to this,
I-
like,
me
these gender
encountering
terms.
That, me encountering
Yes.
that, yes, it happens.
but a lot.
Not a lot. It
Where
happened.
it's
It has
like-
happened a few times, but that's what I'm saying. Like it hasn't happened to like. That's what I'm saying. When I was okay, you could be mad. I'm gonna still use it, bro.
The thing with like gender terms, right? Where like the argument that a lot of people have is that thing, right? It's like, oh, I don't like want to assume this and the third. Fair, whatever. Okay, like I understand that side of it. I understand you saying like, I'm not gonna stop saying hey guys. I get that because that word to me, that word is gender neutral. When I say hey guys, it's gender neutral. But and I know you're not coming from that aspect of like hateful.
Yeah, it's
you
really
know?
like it was like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, like how did you feel? If I said, hey
you're-
gals, like
you're not coming from a hateful aspect, but the people that do come from it, they just want to be reactionary. The way that the people who don't use it say that the people who do use it are reactionary for being upset about it, they're just as reactionary. They're not mad that people. How many times will they actually encounter that as an issue? How many times do you use pronouns in an actual sentence? When me and you talk, we don't call each other by our, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying this as to not respect people's pronouns. I'm saying you should respect people's pronouns because when you're talking to somebody, you're never going to fucking use them anyway. You know what I mean? How many times in this conversation have we used each other's pronouns? Not once. And so the people that are upset, like, oh, this person identifies as they, them, the people who are upset that that person identifies as something else will never use it in their day-to-day life. Will never encounter it in their day-to-day life. And that's even more reason to just respect people for identifying as what they identify as. Because it literally, quite literally does not affect you. And those people that are upset about, right? The people that are upset about how people identify are probably around other people that are also upset about that. So every person that interacts with them does not give a fuck about this shit. So they will never encounter it, ever, in their whole lives, ever once. But they will go and be mad about it just to be mad about it.
why are you stressing yourself out, bro?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're stressed out. Before they even get to the problem, they're like, oh, but that is a problem. So let me just be mad about it. Like, it's like dudes like, I don't know. It's like a dude with a bunch of water, right? I don't know why I've been using a lot of water metaphors. But it's like, let's say I have 7 gallons of water, and I'm mad because I'm like, damn, these are going to run out, and I'm going to have to go buy more waters. I'm like, bitch, you haven't even finished the water yet. What you so mad about? Like, why are you mad that you're going to have to go buy more water? Like, why are you upset about that?
Shit right now. Oh my god, I gotta go back.
Yeah, it's like you don't even sit there and enjoy the water you got. Like, just shut the fuck up and drink your water. You know what I mean? And that's literally, I know it's like a fucking, it's a string of a metaphor because it's very different things that I'm comparing. But that's literally how it is. That's literally how, I said literally so many, take a shot every time I said literally. It's just something it's just something that will not affect them. And that's even more reason to just be accepting of it because it will never affect you. Like, I don't know. How do I explain it? How other way? I know you get it, but just for the audience to really understand my take on this. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. I think I've done a fair enough job, to be honest. But
It's done.
yeah. But just going on that digital footprint and the advancement of technology, have you seen all this stuff with like AI and chat
Yo,
chat
I saw-
GTP?
Chat GTP.
Is it
Ooh.
GTP or GPT?
GPT?
I don't know.
I
How do you
don't
feel
know.
about that?
I mean, it's definitely like
Have you used it?
no.
It,
Well, I know any type of AI art, AI coding. It's just like, bro, shit is like literally ruining certain careers.
Yeah.
It's actually so stupid. Where like people are like, oh, like I'm gonna let ChatGPT or whatever AI do what I need to do, but then can you revise it? And then like offering like a lower rate because you're literally just revising it or whatever. And I'm just
Oh,
like, it's so stupid.
wait, that's been offered?
Yeah.
To you?
Like not to me, but like I know like there were some writers complaining about it, some artists, like even when it comes to I don't know how advanced it is. I don't know if you can make 3D models and shit.
I don't know.
Like I don't know. I'm not tapped in. But
yeah.
like even if it was to be like, oh, like it's gonna give us the base and then can you just edit it and then like, because it's already done and like you don't have to do as much work, quote unquote. Like sorry. Then now you just get offered a lower pay. Because at that point, it's like, oh, we're going to give you quantity. So, like, you can take less work because you're going to be doing less,
Yeah.
but doing it in bigger quantities. Like, that's not how shit works, bro. Because, like, even, like, the writer was like, me revising it is not, like, a correct word, incorrect word, correct word. It's, like, it's not words per minute. It's literally me, like, going through and then, like, changing it, giving it, like, some, like, flavor that it's not just bland spit out by, like, an AI. In
Right.
terms of art, it's literally come to the point where people are stealing other people's like half-finished artwork and they're just throwing it in an AI and then like completing the art and be like, oh, you literally stole this from me. And then I remember the biggest one I saw is literally somebody stole somebody's like art, then used AI to complete it, posted it, and was like, oh, this person is stealing my ideas. I can't believe that. How could you really like try to like plagiarize off me? And then going off the person like, yeah, I've been doing art for like since I was like 5 or whatever. Like,
Damn.
yo, like for what, bro?
And apparently you have to put in mad information. Like I've wanted to use it just for like even podcast ideas. I wanted just to see what it does. Like
Just to see.
like what ideas it spits out. Like
Juan, say bullshit. Kevin, say bullshit.
wear a blue shirt.
Record TikTok.
But it's just scary what's like being done and like what those things are capable of. I loved like the doomsday people. Those are my favorite type of people because they just think like, oh my god, everything is gonna happen poorly. Like, oh my god, robots are gonna take over.
Yeah,
And it's like
like,
sure.
First AI is drawing. Next AI is like drawing your carcass.
But it's
Then
not
it comes for your
actually
carcass,
drawing.
like, yeah.
It's just taking like ideas from all over the internet and then putting them on like a JPEG. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But the latest installment is they made a robot that is gonna like defend somebody. in
Oh, I
court
saw
or,
that.
like, a
Is that
parking
an
ticket.
actual robot or just an
I
AI?
didn't. No, I don't think it's.
I thought
I actually don't know if it's
I
an
didn't
AI or
read
a
the
physical
story.
robot. Yeah.
I
just
didn't
know
read
I heard
it.
of it.
Yeah.
And like it was just people like, oh shit. Like here it goes. It's supposed to be a parking ticket. You know what?
Yeah.
Because I'm not trusting no robot to go defend me
For
in,
my life
like my
sentence.
murder, like a murder case. That one traffic ticket is gonna come back like, yeah, this dude deserve 1,000 years, bro.
That's gonna be the saddest thing in the world. But I don't know. I'm very curious to see how that turns up. If it's
Imagine
real or
losing your
not.
dispute, like an easy ass dispute, because your robot fucked up. I was like, oh my god.
The thing is that AI will never replace like entertainment. That's the truth. Because it can write all the funny jokes, but unless someone's performing those jokes, it can write up the funniest script. But unless somebody's reading that script,
right. 50%
And
is
so,
the
I
script.
mean-
50% is the actual performance.
I mean, AI might be able to like.
Mimic.
I mean, like genetically, like computer imaging and just like make people
Oh my god.
just for a video. It'll be like,
oh my god, I'm gonna die, and then they're gonna act like I didn't die because they had like that one Black Mirror episode.
didn't who's oh yeah, that episode's crazy. Bruce Willis sold the rights to like his face, so that they could keep using him in movies so that he can still make money even though, because you know how Bruce Willis got like that disease and now he can't act anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Willis has
I know the name. I can't recognize the face. What was he in? Who is he?
He's in a Good Day to Die Hard. Die Hard.
Okay.
He got aphasia, which means it's like a language disorder which affects a person's ability to speak, listen, read, and write. Yep,
Yeah, that's
it's like a brain disorder. So he can't like read scripts anymore or stuff like that. So he sold the rights to his face. Sells rights. He sold the rights. Actually. Oh, this says it's fake. Never mind. I just spread fake news. Actually,
fake news. Not fake news though. Just on terms of diseases, like. But I saw that interview with Chris Hemsworth. This happened a little bit ago, where he was like, he has a high chance of developing. I think it's dementia. Maybe not dementia. It's either dementia or Alzheimer's. But he's basically gonna like potentially. He's a high risk of forgetting.
Oh yeah.
You know all the memories he's made, acting, his family, his friends, and everything. And just seeing him be so sad about it, bro, was like, damn. That's so fucked for the guy, bro.
Yeah, he has the Alzheimer's gene, APOE4.
Not dementia, sorry, Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's scary. That's so scary. Like knowing that that's a chance you might have of like strongly developing something that's so life changing and altering. It's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. But what can you do? You just gotta make memories and hope for the best.
Hopefully they stick.
Hopefully they stick. I mean, memories. This past week, me and you share a brain. This is gonna be the
did
last
share a
comment
brain.
for the end. But Kevin put in the group chat like, "Hey guys, we should all do karaoke." And that same night, I went to go do karaoke.
Yeah, not planned by the way.
Bro, there's a bit like I'm telling you, I'm the only person in the whole bar that did a Drake song. Mind you, this wasn't like we planned to go do karaoke. We went to our usual bar, and the bartenders were like bored, so they were like, "Let's just have a karaoke night this night." So we had a karaoke night. It was really fun. And then one of my friends was like, "It's getting too country in here." Like, mind you, we live in the city. Like, there's no reason for it to be that country in there. So I played a hip hop song. I played Hotline Bling by Drake. The rest of the night, every fucking person in the bar called me Drake. Guys, turn on the camera. Turn on the camera, please. Cut. Sorry, there was a cut, guys. We want to turn the camera on. I played one Drake song as my karaoke. I did Hotline Bling. For the rest of the night, everyone in the bar called me Drake. I do not look like fucking Drake. Like, I don't look like Drake. He was like, "Oh, no." One dude was like, "Oh, you look like him from the side." Guys, look at my side profile. Do I look like fucking Drake? Do I look like fucking Drake? No. And then, hear me out. The best karaoke song to ever grace my ears is Losing My Religion by Rem or R.E.M. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. That is single-handedly the greatest karaoke song of all time. Go ahead. Contribute.
I literally I don't even know the song.
But say no. Another song is better.
I've never done karaoke.
You've never done karaoke?
No, I've never gone. That's why I want to go.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was trying to get a clip out.
I ruined the clip, y'all. I'm so sorry.
You literally ruined the clip.
I'm sorry. I haven't experienced this. I don't know. But next week when we do go or whenever we go, we're gonna test everybody.
I'm not going the week you guys go.
Why?
Because if you guys had done it this weekend, I would have gone, but I can't next weekend. So
what if we do it this weekend?
I'll go if it's this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh yeah, Friday I could do Friday.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like
I could do this
we're
weekend.
gonna
not
be ready,
next
bro. We're gonna have everybody gonna come with clipboards. Be like, who performed the best? We're gonna do a fucking slow song to see.
This is not
who
American
can
Idol.
serenade
This
me.
is not American Idol.
Yes it is. Yes it is.
This
And then
is
we're gonna
not
do one
American
hype
Idol.
song. Who's the best hype fucking person?
Guys, I will not be hanging out with Kevin ever again after today.
My God.
Listen.
Pineapple's better.
I really appreciate the time and patience you've brought to me today and the storytelling you've shared with me. And I hope everyone at home was able to enjoy this as well. And if you guys, listen. One last thing before we wrap up and say our goodbyes.
Proceed our Wednesday mornings.
Kevin got a nice little haircut. I need everybody to say, nice haircut,
Oh yeah,
Kevy
bro.
Kev.
So like the quick thing before that is like I tried because like for New York Comic Con next year, I wanted to play a character from One Piece.
Okay.
And I was highly considering just letting my hair grow out to be like, be super authentic. But then I was getting shit from everybody, bro. It started with the comments, and then it was literally other people like, yeah, bro, this hair is crazy. And so my parents like, bro, I'm gonna shave your head. I'm
Bro,
just like, bro,
gotta...
I cannot. I was like, I'm. It's not that serious. Like, I'm not gonna get clowned on for a year for me to do this cosplay. I'll just wear a wig. Fuck it. So then I went to go get my haircut, bro. It was that simple.
We just gotta start. Me and you just gotta start hitting the gym together, and then get haircuts every week, and then record the pod that way. And then no one can say, because motherfuckers don't even come for us anymore. They'll just be like, look at his skinny forearms, and I'm like, damn, okay, my forearms.
You saw the way he pointed, got him. Like, yo.
And then they'll make fun of my teeth, and they'll go get veneers. So
yeah, man, it's not like it's really not that serious. And I was like, damn, I'm not gonna get shit on for a whole year to do this cosplay. So I was like, that's literally it. That's why I got a haircut.
I might get a buzz cut.
I'm gonna go back to getting haircuts. But yo, I didn't realize like anytime I take a while to get my haircut, like 2, 3, 4 months, and then like I know it gets bad because like it starts getting you don't use glasses, but
Oh, I thought you meant
like,
the over
it
ear.
starts curving out
Okay.
from your glasses, and like once you shave it off, you're like, wow, like I got a lot of wiggle room. And then once you start using like headset, you're like, damn, my hair isn't covering it no more. And it's just a bad time. I'm just getting used to it. My head's cold. Yeah, man.
I don't wear glasses. I'm a grown up. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you on the motherfucking next one. Like, subscribe.
Enjoy
Watch
the rest of your
TikToks.
Wednesday. Subscribe. We're at 130 subscribers. Come on, let's keep that number going. Let's keep the like ratio. Not some of y'all aren't liking. Y'all listening to this part, not leaving a like, bro. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what other ideas. If you have any ideas, let us know. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.
And let us know what we should do for Valentine's Day. Maybe if you guys have a good comment, I'll consider it.
Oh my God. Sure.
All right.
Later. See y'all next week. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.